Bye-bye.
They are rare and they are few. Who can compare with Ronnie Q? So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie. In the morning while I'm driving, Ronnie, I really come alive when it's time.
Oops, I thought I had my volume on. Hello, 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 Grand Rising. I hope you guys had a great night. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Let me. Can you guys? Yes. Okay. It looks like you guys can hear me. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let me see who all we have here. Red Wings Hockey's Love Chicken, Truth and Reason. Nappy Chow, Brianna Busted Beans. Listen, we all know that has been true. And those who don't know now, child. Good morning, Miss 313 and Renee. Grand rising to you all. Rachel, 703, grand rising to you as well. New members, if you become a member to my channel, I give out free keychains made from me to you as a token of appreciation. If you're interested, go to the membership wall. You do not have to give me your first name. You can put an initial and a last name. You do not have to let me know who you are. You don't have to alert me to your chat name. And you can put any address that you want to receive the keychains at. I'm not collecting any information. I am just trying to give a token of thanks to you. First name, first initial, last name. Don't tell me who you are in the chat under your screen name, and whatever address you would like to receive it at. That is my gift to you. Don't believe the bullshit that I'm doxing when the person who says this is sitting up while I'm being trying to be doxed. Okay. So let's go on. Charcuterie board challenge. Okay, if you want to enter Leo the Lioness charcuterie board, she has a standby list just in case someone drops out. Right now, she has all of the contestants she needs, but she wants you to sign up just in case someone drops out. The charcuterie board challenge is on December 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Pacific Eastern Eastern Standard Time. I was about to say Pacific, and then I said suspicious. Just a mess. Okay, so it's at December 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please be there if you are just supporting or if you want to compete. Make sure you sign up because you still may be able to get a spot. We see the cash prizes are quite nice. First place, 500. Second place, 300. Third place, 200. So do not forget to meet her over there. And also that the next day, I am having my third annual Secret Santa where content creators give back to the subscribers. The content creators exchange uh, Christmas presents between $25 and $50 amongst themselves on the show. And then whatever gift they have received, they must cash app that gift directly to a subscriber who is in the chat. They can't take it back to their channel. They can't give it away later. They must give it away to the people who are in the chat. So if you would like to win something from, you know, one, two, three, however many content creators decide to give to you, be in the chat on December 15th. That's Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. So I hope I see you guys out there, and I hope I see. Hey, Geechee girl, it's been so long. I hope you are. I hope you are rested and feeling good. Hey, Kimberly Black. Hey, Brown Sugar. Somebody lying. Good morning, Ronnie Q. I saw. Hey, Miami Popo. It is good to see you. Jill's Comfort Zone, and I miss T Velocity. The brew crew is on the air. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like button as you enter. I would greatly appreciate that. So let me see. We have a couple of little things stirring up. Are we on part two of this them they y'all thing? There's been some them they y'all sightings popping up. But had not Pizarro played it, I wouldn't have known. But that's neither here nor there. Grand Rising, kind to me. Coco, Very Carey, T. Danielles. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, so there's been a couple of them they y'all sightings that are bubbling back up to the surface. That girl is unhinged, I tell you. Hey, Dreamy Genie Blue, good to see you. Let me tell you, somebody's lying. I was like, I know you're lying. But see, uh, Pizarro was told the first time she spazzed out and y'all, I'm not just gonna take the sugar, and I'm not gonna just take the shit and not get all the sugar. Or whatever she says. She said she's just not. Y'all give her the shit and never no sugar. And people told Pizarro the first, and then Pizarro asked her what she meant. That remember that little snippet of her live that Sean Bradley was able to screenshot where she was talking that big shit, and y'all don't do this and y'all don't do that and y'all da da y'all, and they tried to pretend like they were talking about that King Roman News crew, but it was really evident that she was talking about Pizarro and the people who she is around right now. See, Pizarro doesn't go to bot to she Pizarro doesn't go to different chats, and Pizarro doesn't hop up on the screen when someone is happens to start talking about the Miss O before the Miss O. Pop up on the screen, or while the Miss O stays in the chat and Nina pop up on the screen. See, Pizarro don't give her that Nina treatment. Like, it's my job. Let me put on my Wonder Twins outfit. Activate us. Did somebody say something about demons? Oh, and then who's hitting links? Who's hitting links? Who's hitting links? Oh. See, Pizarro hadn't been doing that for her. She had, in my opinion, she did do it a little bit, but she wasn't. She was more like demons out. Uh, you better come up here and this, that, and the other, and don't do demons out. Hey, Dominique Devereaux. Hey, Queenie. Hey, blended. What is that? Blended healing. Grand rising to you. Now, Dominique. She definitely, and it made absolutely no sense. It made Purple Peach was thrown in there for good measures, and Purple Peach, you don't want me to tell all your business, and you didn't give it to me. So what that tell me? So what she was saying to Purple Peach was, somebody has told me all of your business, and you know you didn't do it, and I'm gonna let everybody be clear. No, she didn't do it. Somebody else did it. So I think the person who is more threatened is the person who actually talked to her and ran their mouth about Purple Peach's business. I think that who was put out there more, and so I think if somebody told Purple Peach's business, it's not on Purple Peach, it's on the person who told it. So I can see her putting out, somebody told me X, Y, and Z, but I'm not gonna say who said it. There's some weak shit just to put out Purple Peach's alleged business that she knows. Okay, why did she delete her? Oh God, I didn't. I didn't know that, Barry Gary. Okay. You mean it's deleted right now again, Barry Carey? She says she's that girl. La 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 la. She's that girl. La 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 la. Child. Hey, Dr. Sophie. Grand rising to you. Okay. I just want to make sure I got everything. Even implicated Triple Red X. That's a dangerous piece of woman. I didn't get that. I didn't catch the Triple Red X. Uh, I just didn't catch that. I she said that she is living the soft life, and uh she was graduating, and she had so much to do, and she knew she shouldn't have been talking and getting upset, but she was talking and she was extremely upset. So you guys do not realize that she's lost weight, but she is a big mama now. So while y'all talking your stuff, uh, she can uh, she can run with the girls, and she can do some things now. And I was like, uh, this is the only kind of big mama I'm familiar with. But she wants you to know she is big mama. And she said somebody has been backdooring her. She's tripping over the back door. She's spazzing out because she can't get through. People are closing the back door on her. She's walking, and she's not looking at the bottom half of the door, and she thinks that they're welcoming her and holding the door open on her, only to find out it's one of those what did they call that, a Dutch door, and then she's falling all over the place in the chat. It's just such an ugly scene. So she definitely was saying all the them, they, your, them, they, y'all, but she added a you to it too. It was them, they, y'all, and you. So it was like in her head, she was saying this to a particular person. And Pizarro, she was saying that to you, and you too, and you, and you, and you. So them, they, y'all has another identifying moniker, as in the you. Pizarro, she was talking to you. Y'all didn't notice the you? Okay. Another deleted channel, Lord. Now, okay. Child, she wasn't gone. She gotta have a vehicle of self loathing. She said, "Girl, what do you mean? You don't you know? She living in a Barbie world." She said, "Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Da 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 da. I'm a Barbie girl in my Barbie world." You know that? That's Nicki Minaj's bestie. Okay, so I didn't even realize she deleted her channel. Okay, so I came upon Pizarro's title, uh, "Who's trying to backdoor you?" So that's where Pizarro actually. Let me see some. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do this. I'll tell you exactly what she said. Y'all want to hear exactly what she said? Put a one in the chat if you want to hear some of the spazzings of the Mizzo. Put a one in the chat if you want to hear it, or nah, I've already heard enough. Put a two in the chat if you've already heard enough. Let me s- let me get to it. Let me get to it. Okay, we're gonna take the vote. Let me get. Okay, let me see what you guys say. No voting. Grand Rising, Kimberly, Black. Nobody. You guys don't want to vote. Oh, Grand Rising, Angie. I'm at work, but I'm listening. One, because I was like, you still gonna be lost. You still gonna be lost, Miss 313. You know she talks in riddles. Teacher Danielle said, nah, I'm good. I'm good on all of that. Okay, I have two people who has one, and one person who said no, I'm good on that. And M. Renee says, I want to hear it. So we have more ones. Okay, Nappy Child, do you, Ronnie Q? Shit, I'm just here for the show. Shit show and all. Okay. I, I you know, I came in at the end and saw Bree talking to that Nina. I didn't see that happen on Pizarro's. That must have been somewhere else you saw that. Okay. So also, I was over listening to Jay Wilson had a shit show yesterday. It really was a shit show. That dang on uppity was drunker than a skunk, talking a whole lot of shit. Even her mod, Hershey Kisses, was like, "Why are you acting like this?" And she was going off on somebody named Trini Gal, and y'all didn't know that uppity is out here giving people so much money because so many people look at uppity as a source that is able to give them money. They look at her and how she lives, and they be like, uppity, I need some gas to go to work. I'm a clinical social worker, but I need some gas. Uppity, can you loan me a little money? So she says that. Okay, she's like, she's a liar. Okay, why would I repeat these things? She was over there on Jay Wilson's channel saying. Okay, let's see what the Miss Obnoxious had to say. Now, here we go. So, therefore, leave me the fuck alone if you know what's good for you. Because everybody want me to show something. Why don't they show y'all conversation talking about me? Even in that very conversation that y'all want me to participate in, I was y'all heard I was being backdoored like a motherfucker. Now, even in that conversation y'all heard. So the conversation that was heard was that conversation she and Cruiser had. That's the only conversation I've heard. So I'm thinking that she's talking about that Cruiser conversation. And y'all saw how I was getting backdoored like another motherfucker. I saw no such thing. I saw no such thing. Let's continue. RNY, well, y'all telling your lie about I didn't say nothing in that group, which is true, because I wasn't hardly there. And then taking Bizarro behind the scene and said she did say something about y'all, but can't nobody tell me what it was. That's what I was asking. What was it for? What was I was finding out how I was getting backdoored even more. And if you go back and if you go back, I went back and I was like, oh Nina, look how I am getting backdooring. But motherfucker want to ask me a question and only want to give so much back to me. But they want me to kiki and we can they want me to kiki back, but we can kiki later. But guess what? I'm done because the bullshit gonna remain. The fuck? I'm not getting summons to anybody messing up what I got going on because y'all want a goddamn response when I've been trying to tell y'all forever. Don't look for no receipts from me. Don't look for no responses from me. The only thing you gonna get is evil giving you stuff, and that's not how I want to do it. So therefore, leave me the fuck alone if you know what's good for you. Because everybody want me to show something. Why don't they show you y'all they conversation that they had talking about me? Because you started this shit. That's why. Because you started this shit and brought zero receipts. That's why they won't ask them. Because they asking you about the shit you started. That's why. Okay, let's continue. Hold on. Let me go back ahead. The only thing you're gonna get is evil giving you stuff, and that's not how I want to do it. So, therefore, leave me the fuck alone if you know what's good for you. Because everybody want me to show something. Why don't they show y'all conversations that has talking about me? Even in that very conversation that y'all want me to participate in, y'all heard how I was being backdoor like a motherfucker with the R&Y pre-conversation. With y'all saying something out loud that I didn't say on the group, but then take a bizarre down behind the group saying she did say something about y'all. That's why I was asking what it was for. If y'all go back to look at that shit, oh Nina, look at all the backdooring. But motherfucker want to ask me the question and only give so much back to me. But they want me to go kiss a ring when they telling y'all they backdoor me. How much low self-esteem y'all think a bitch got? God damn, I'm starting to believe the house. Because if y'all would have believed the shit about me, y'all would have bought. Y'all can eat my motherfucking pussy when it used to be bloody. If y'all think that I'm gonna lower myself to do some chump ass shit that y'all wouldn't even do in y'all real life, chump, fuck y'all. And there's people who care about me too. And if I had listened to those people, I would have listened to those 2 people, who told me to leave my, channel deleted. Well, one of them, but they just want me to be happy, but it does not matter. So I got myself back in this shit with these bitches, but I'm not gonna be moving. I'm gonna be moving around this hole just like everybody else. I don't weigh what I used to, but I can move around this bitch like anybody else because I'm big mama in my life, and I'm gonna be big mama over here and gonna be big mama over on every link that say, "Demus, oh, come up, girl, because you got something." And that's what these hoes can't take. I ain't never been jealous to nobody relationship. I talked about the improper friendships on here and ageism, and I talked about them ad nauseum. So for people to think they dragging me some shit I already spoke on is fucking ridiculous to me. Yeah, you spoke on them, but you ain't dropped no receipt to coincide with your complaints. We just supposed to believe you, and then when something contrary to what you said is dropped, you close your page and don't answer it. Don't have no answer for nothing that you've said. And you think the coast is clear and you can sneak in somebody's chat and then start asking questions when you refuse to answer any of your goddamn self and then get cussed out by Big Sexy. Uh, I heard a clip of that. Um, yeah. So now you're unhappy about your behavior. Okay, let's continue. What else? I'm gonna be big mama on every link that says demon. So come on, girl, because you got something. And that's what these hoes can't take. I ain't never been jealous of nobody relation. I've talked about the improper sh- friendships on here. I talked about mad nauseam. So people think they're dragging me on shit. I already talked about. Hold on. I don't see my friends coming at your front door. I see them coming at my front door because they want to see what the fuck is they coming at your front door because you was the one who put the light on the front porch for the paramedics because something was so wrong and happening to you. That's why they coming to your front door because you told the paramedics, "Hey, I'm gonna have my I'll keep the light on the front porch." That's why they coming. Like, everybody say I'm all this, but they wanna see if that fire is really hot, if I'm really they wanna see if I'm really what they say they are. Guess what? I'm really an asset to have around. I'm, uh, I'm an asset to have around, and y'all gonna see that even more when I go get this piece of hair. Y'all gonna see that even more when I go get this piece of hair and this piece of makeup, and I come on tonight, and I go bust on, Taylor Port Tuesday, and I show you why the hoes is mad. So, there's a pause. So she says you guys are going to know why she's gonna know why you guys are mad because she's gonna go get a wig and some makeup and make herself feel beautiful, and you guys are gonna be jealous when she shows up tonight at Lemon's Taylor Port Tuesday. So there's a pause in the tape. You see some of this stuff looped uh looped over the way Pizarro was saying it. That's why I was saying some of the same bullshit twice. Now let's is there's a little I'm not beating people down because y'all don't fucking like it. Fuck y'all too. I just want my president on because wherever I go, I make the shit pop. That's what. So we got so many motherfucking questions. When you gonna do a motherfucking baby reveal? That's what we want to know. This is my shit. How dare you? Now this her popping off because Room Shaker was in her chat and asked her a question, and so she's like, "You're not even in this sector. Everywhere I go, I make shit pop. When are you gonna have a baby reveal? Because you know uh, it's been out here that Room Shaker has a non-existent baby, like Brooke Valentine. I don't know anything about that story, but this is what she's telling Room Shaker. I've heard the story. I'm not invested in the story because she's not from the sector. She just come in and say hi to me, and whatever. So let's continue. This is the same motherfucking people I always deal with. Y'all notice it ain't no new people. It's the same recycled people. I'm fighting that now. Now, when people like Jay Wilson and other people come on, it's a whole different beef sector for me. So y'all now, now, so she's saying it's the same old people that she's always had to fight with. But where's the fight? Because people are because the people who she's dealing with before other than Jay Wilson, Pizarro, uh other when she go over to Jay Wilson, it's a whole new beef sector. So prior to that, you just been hanging out on Pizarro. When you came back, that's the only place you hung out. So who is she talking about? So it's obvious she's talking to Pizarro. Good morning, Miss Toby. Detach myself, Grand Rising, Miss Toby as well. Child, there is not enough makeup and hair in the world. She didn't even show up to Taylor Port Tuesday. She was probably crying in her wig. Big Mama, Big Mama, are you the new and improved D Miss O? I hear from now on, y'all have to recognize that D Miss O is Big Mama here, Big Mama there, Big Mama everywhere. Is that you, Big Mama? Demon Soul? Is that you, girl? Big Mama? She didn't show up to Taylorport Tuesday. How dreadful. Hey, Mike Lewis, how are you? Buddha Bell, Grand Rising to you. Okay, let me see what you guys were saying. Uh, is something terribly wrong with that woman? Hey, cool storm racism. On the move, but listening. Uh, Patrice Cunningham, Grand Rising to you. Okay. She went to Nikki to Lotto. Girl, if you don't sit your saggy skin ass down somewhere and act your age. Never. Has she ever showed receipts? Never. And then Pizarro, after she gets finished playing that, she said, "What receipt, girl? I ain't never asked you for no receipts." 'Cause Pizarro, you already know she didn't have no receipts, but you definitely didn't ask her for some for receipts. I don't know what sparked this. I think what sparked this spaz out was when Bree cursed her out and told her that they were supposed to have a talk and she never showed up. And then she asked Bree a question about some other messy shit. And then she was like, I know you're not asking me no question because we were supposed to have a talk. And you never did that. And I allowed you to come in my chat and sit in my chat. But you know, we ain't never had no talk. And then, boop, who comes up on the panel? None other than Nina. So Nina wants to talk for the Miss O. And then uh, Bree tells her, "No, Nina, you can't talk for thee, Miss O. I just want to say that I think it was me. I think I'm the reason she didn't have the talk with you because I told her that I didn't think it was a good time for her to have a talk with you." Massa Nina, her Massa Nina came on, and I told my old field winch to go over there and sit down. You don't talk to nobody until I tell you to talk to them. So, and I didn't think it was a good time. I thought it would be better until she waited till things cooled down a little bit. Mm, mm. Oh, so you are giving her this good guidance, uh, but you're her friend. You This is the best friendship guidance you can do. Instead of telling her to woman up and go say what it is you have to say. S- um, I'd expect nothing less than Nina, the saboteur. Okay, who backdoored her though? What the heck? I, I'm just giving it to you as I've heard it. Who graduates worrying about YouTube? So let's be clear. Um, she was supposed to be graduating yesterday. I I'm not sure, but you know how stomp down sometimes exaggerate things. I think he said she was getting a PhD. I don't know what higher degree she. Uh, it had to be. Yeah, it had to be a PhD because she always says she has a master's. I don't know, but she was supposed to be graduating. And that good piece of hair and that makeup, I assumed that she was going to say at her graduation. But no, she said Taylorport Tuesday. I wonder, did she even show up to a goddamn graduation? Good morning, Ronnie Q. I laughed so hard I was crying. Grand Rising, Madison, thank you guys for being here. Okay, now let me. Okay, Miss Toby has something to say. Um, No, what happened, she took her ass over to Bree's chat the other day, thinking she was safe, asking Bree questions, but she still didn't answer Bree's question. Bree ended up cussing her the fuck out. Yeah. So now she's Now she's diving into, oh, I've been seen. Grand Rising Bernice, uh, uh, chromatic, chromanity, what is this? Chromanty Baron Grand Rising. Candy Cane, Grand Rising. So Bomb, it is good to see you. Yes, so it was a lot. Okay, she's asking about that lady's baby, but nobody better dare talk about her kid. Yeah, she's always seeking acceptance. Yep, Miss Toby, I heard about that. This live stream is brought to you by they, them, y'all, and you. Don't forget the you did, you did. Now she is also saying you. So we're clear that she's talking to Pizarro. She's added the you to they, them, y'all. Uh, but Big Mama thinks she ate, but getting ate up. I did not know that she had deleted her page. Uh, my goodness. My goodness. Happy Wednesday, So Bomb. Okay, from Miss 313. It's crazy how Brooke finds uppity wherever she goes to cuss her out, but yet her good married ass pulled a whole Chucky doll out her behind and called it a baby. Nutty self. She's weird. Okay. Bree did her thing on that live. Uh, a friendship where someone always has to be showing that they got your back must be tiring. Candy cane. So Bomb says hello. Okay. Hey, Miss Ronnie Q. Hey, BA Superstar. Okay. Let me see what else. Yeah, the field winch. Yeah. Nina said, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth, girl. Don't you say nothing to Pizarro. Take your ass back out there in the field and get, get me some more peas and cotton before I bust a watermelon over your head. You ain't got no permission to talk. And now she finds herself in a conundrum. Can you imagine being in your 40s and having another bitch speak for you? And having and you're getting chewed out for agreeing to have a conversation with someone, and the other bitch who's talking to you was the one who gave you the wise counsel that no, don't talk to her. Maybe it'll be better. So maybe it'll be better if you wait until things cool down. Just act like nothing is happening. So is she telling you to do this dumb shit on purpose? So this is your friend who's telling you to agree to after you've agreed to have a conversation with someone. No, just brush it off. Just brush it off. Don't have that conversation. It seems like she's a saboteur. It seems like this is but hey, put a whole lot of trust in someone that you tried to say is from Africa when she's clearly not. Hey, she got her degree in start more shit than a little bit. Yeah, I can see her getting a PhD if that is what the degree is actually in. I think you're right, Dominique, Deborah. Also, so the CCs didn't support her on her big day. That was also an issue. The subbies also didn't support her wish list. The blocked subbies didn't support her wish list. That's a point. That is a point. She says she wasn't talking about P. Okay, I'll go back in and you decide. Miss O says she the baddest bitch on the streets. Check, check. That lady is on Reed's neck again. Ugh, child. Ugh, ugh. What is what a angry arms? The lady who will forever be known as Angry Arms. Good morning, Rose B. Uh, I have 10 orders for you for your keychains. Okay. Thank you, Rose B. You know where to contact me. I think you're still, I can't see in the back if you're still a member. Okay. Let me see what else. This live stream is brought to you by they, them, y'all, and you. Exactly. You know, we're moving up in the world. We got to add more. We have to add more people to this. Uh, Good morning, Natural Lux Diva. Let me see what else you guys have to say. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Okay. How people gonna support when they when everybody blocked? I guess you ain't blocked on that Cash App though. Who knew she had a wish list? I didn't know. I didn't care, but I didn't. That's the first of me hearing it. Um, she said something about this wish list in this ramblings. So let's get back. Let's see what else she's saying. Like y'all ain't the only motherfuckers that make this shit stop. I took my channel down and I decided to work on these panels like I want to, and I've been having a motherfucking ball doing what the fuck I want to when the fuck I want to do it. And since my cash app ain't ringing for my graduation, and ain't nobody asked me about my wish list, y'all can get it back in motherfucking blood. Don't ask me shit because the people who got what? I don't know. Let me go back a little bit. And ain't nobody asked my about my wish list. Y'all can get it back in motherfucking blood. Don't ask me shit because the people y'all ask some shit from and they come out here and the explanation y'all give to and do stuff to. But y'all want to drag me and do me wrong, not support me, and then fucking put me on the goddamn line and let the interloper come in here and think she gonna ask me something in my own. Now she's this bitch is this bitch is holding down a fucking lie about Nina, and she says y'all gonna let an interloper come in here. The interloper, she's saying y'all gonna let come in here and ask her question is Room Shaker. She's calling Room Shaker the interloper as she sits up here and lie and pretend she's seen Nina's skin and she's black. The actual audacity. Let's continue. From another fucking sector, bitch. You show me an inch and I'll give you all the motherfucking questions. How about that? Anything else? Any more motherfucking letters come from me? Any more? Cause ain't nobody gave me no gift, no cash app, asked me about my wish, this or nothing. But y'all ask a whole lot of shit from me. So since the same motherfucker who gonna support me is the people like who already support me and give me things. All this is about giving you things. I thought you were living the soft life and you were this, that, and the other. So it's about people giving you things. Let's continue. Ain't none of them the ones asking questions. So until you one of those people, until there's only one of those people in the beef sector right now, can't nobody ask me shit unless I'm in the mood to answer. How about that? Next. Well, can't nobody ask you something unless you in the mood. How the fuck they supposed to know you in the mood? So them asking is wrong because they don't know what mood you in? Crazy bitch. Okay, there's a Paul. Thank you, Tay Bay. They ain't backdooring me in the damn life. And her people sitting hearing me getting backdoored and they think it's funny, but my existing character and I'm hearing shit and I'm hearing shit and I've been backdoored and I ain't even fucking know about. Okay, new term, backdooring. All of this backdooring, 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 backdooring. And I said, look at this. You see all of this backdooring, and I'm getting backdoored, and I didn't even know about it. I thought you just said Lena, Nina, look at all the backdooring, but now all of a sudden you don't know about the backdooring. Get girl, bye. Nonsense. Nonsense is being talked about in this fucking lie. First, she saw the backdooring, and I'm getting backdoored, and I didn't even know about it. Let's continue. I'm like, the fuck? Y'all go back and watch the chat. I'm like, Nina, do you hear all this backdoor shit? But if they just go back and watch the chat, they ain't gonna hear shit because the chat is written. Do you hear all this backdoor shit? I continue. And when I asked a question based on the backdoor information, it wasn't no new question. It was because the shit was bought to me. And Nina said, "Oh no, you was giving them credit for clearing you in the front, but they went in the back and said, no, you was really was talking about us in the group chat, but they can't show no receipts." So what she's saying is that somebody told her they initially said that she was not talking about her. So she's talking to Pizarro. No, let's review this little section right there. Okay. Yeah, they backdooring me in the damn live and her people sitting and hear me, being backdoor, but my existing, character, but y'all hearing all this shit, and I'm hearing all this shit, and I'm being backdoor, and I ain't even know about it. I'm like, "The fuck?" And y'all go back and watch the chat, I be like, "Nina, did you hear all this backdoor shit?" And then I asked the question based on the backdoor information. It wasn't no new question. It was 'cause the shit was brought to me, and she said, "Oh, no, you was giving them credit for clearing you in the front." But they went in the back and said, "You really was talking about us in that group chat." I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. None of this makes any sense. I thought I had caught on to something. What she's saying is nonsense. That's all I get from that. Okay. But they can't show us no receipt. The fuck? So I'm asking, has any more receipts come? That's it. That's all. But that was a problem. Because y'all do that shit when it's one mic and one side. I knew what that shit was about. That's why I stayed because normally I leave and I just sat there and I laughed. I'm not moving nothing. I'm not I'm not moving nothing. You like my husband say, you make sure you who you going out on the limb for, because I know who he talking about is worth it because it seems like hold on, hold on. Okay. Let me okay. That's why I stay, because normally I leave and I sat there and I left. I'm not fucking moving nothing. Like my cousin had s said, "You make sure that whoever you got out on go out on a limb for," and I know who he talking about, "is worth it because it seems like to me things were made to you to leave and shut the fuck up, but I'm not getting your business, because something." I don't know. You don't know a motherfucking thing when you give people the opportunity to play with you like that, people gonna play with you like that, so that was my fucking fault. So if I really doxed and did this oh, now she's talking about the doxing. So if I really doxed and did this shit to the people, you'd have been fucking blocked, but y'all don't use common sense, though. My Cash App is right there. So what she's saying is that if Bree really believed that she doxed her, she wouldn't have been able to sit in Bree's chat. She would have been blocked. If she knew or believed that someone had doxed her, she would have blocked them. But you must think a whole lot of motherfuckers have doxed you because you got the whole motherfuckers uh sector damn near blocked, and then you go up there to sit on the panel so you can read what they're saying. So that's what she's saying about that part. Trying to say, obviously, trying to imply that how come Bree don't have her blocked in if that's what she believed. Okay, let's go continue. Now she back to this wish, and that was my fucking fault. But I really If I really docked and did this stuff to people, I should have been blocked. But y'all don't use common sense though. My Cash App is right there, and I have a wish list. It's like y'all give these motherfuckers all this shit, and then so they owe y'all something. But I don't get the shit plus the shit and then getting treated like shit. It don't work like that. It don't work like that at so when you want me to show when you want me to show an answer or something, you show me a baby. And anybody else that don't want this type of response, leave a bitch alone, especially today, okay? Thank you. So, anything else because my link is pinned and it is selected because I ain't nobody ruining my motherfucking mood. This is graduation day. This is graduation day. Okay, let's continue. Not gonna let y'all do that because y'all let everybody else talk about themselves and all about themselves. But I'm supposed to be sitting in a corner because y'all feel like somebody done spoke. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Y'all reach on this internet ain't got reach in real life. Obviously, because that's why y'all trying to control this shit. But you ain't finna keep sunning me like you trying to sun other motherfuckers. Now she talking to Brie. When they finally stop letting you do it, I don't know when, but I don't give a fuck. That's not my business no more. Because the only thing I care about on this shit is me now. Maybe not. Because you're no longer on this shit. Oh, let's continue. I don't know why y'all don't see. I've been moving different the last couple of months. I don't give a fuck. I still have a compassionate heart, but these motherfuckers are not damn innocent. They do sneaky ass shit. And because they got the right type of people who was helping them and decent people, they not getting sprayed, but that's okay. Sometimes the devil have to do stuff, and you know what? Maybe it's gonna come through me. I just pray it don't, cause the shit is ridiculous, because I don't have to gain from it. I only have something to share. It's like, you messy as fuck. You a friend to no one. Like, leave me the fuck alone, you and your people. Especially the purple peach. So she's talking to Bree. So she is telling she what she just told you there, that Bree's a friend to no one, duh. And some and she's messy as fuck. And you let's oh let me see. Let me see. Kind to me. I don't know if you guys are still here. I don't even know how long I was blacked out. I was over there on the other page where I was doing that talk from. And then when I came back, I was off kicked offline. And it kept on you saw the messages that it kept on giving me. So let me know if you're I see 75 people here. Hey, Auntie Donna. Yeah. And they charging people. They've increased StreamYard from $25 to $45, and I ain't never had no shit like this happen to me. This is what they want you to pay for. Oh my god. Anyway, if you want to go hear the rest of that babbling nonsense, go over there. So you see that she's insinuating that Bree or somebody, I got it to mean Bree after I was listening to who she was coming for. And you didn't give me none of your information, so catch that or whatever the fuck she said. So she's trying to, I think she's trying to. You know how people do. You know how people do. Uh, can y'all share on y'all? I don't know what you can y'all share on y'all each. Oh, you telling the people to share? Them, they, y'all, and us is back. Everybody back, but you ain't back. Where's you? You you coming back? Okay, glad you're back. Please thumb up the live. Yeah, that was crazy. And I just kept it refreshing and said, give us 30 to 60 seconds. And then it go back to try again. 30 to 60 seconds, try again. And then after finally tell you guys goodbye, and I go back one more time, it's like I'm on there. Can Oh, Lord. Hold on. I haven't. eh, I have my own feedback now. Let me see if I can close this. I'm hearing my feedback from where I came back. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat. I'm hearing my feedback when I came back, it playing in my ear, but I only have one screen open. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. This is a mess. Thank you, Choreo Lover. Thank you, guys. This is crazy. I only have one stream yard open. Ah, hold on. Let me get down and come back. This is Please thumbs up the live. It is not it's a mess. What is going on with this thing? Okay. Thank you, Choreo Lover. Please take take this time out to go make some breakfast, go refill your coffee. We are back. Auntie Donna, I was at my desk working and she came on. I was like, what the F? Okay. Thank you guys for being here. You hear me. Okay. So good morning, Black Pearl. Thank you for being here. So, what do you guys think about that? Now, Vera Carey told me that she has totally deleted her page as well. So I don't, so I think she'll be gone for, let's say, at least 3 months. Maybe she will come back in the new year or something to that effect and try to act like, hey, I'm back. Hey, bitch. Hey, Pizarro. Hey, I'm back. I think that may happen. It's the same thing over and over. I definitely agree. Okay, so that's what happened with that. I was surprised that happened. And then let's talk about Jay Wilson's panel. Uppity must have been three sheets to the wind drunk because she was up there just over talking. It was well, that's regular shit. It was just horrible. It was just horrible. She's up there talking about now she's trying to get listen, I can't even try to be offended and say, oh, now she's trying to talk about she had a secret back chat and what they were talking about. And people were begging her for money. And every time she would do a contest, Trini Gal, I think it is, was allegedly begging her for money and like uppity. You do not look like the person people are regularly running to get funds from. And I would send her money, not my daughter's money, but when I had money that wasn't my daughter's, I would send them like she was sending people money out all the time and just over talking them and telling them to hit the link and then cursing them out and then over talking Jay Wilson and Hershey's chocolate came up there and she was like, I'm surprised that you're acting like this. And it was just a mess. So then Jay Wilson throws her off the panel because she told him to shut up. She's in the middle of her riff, and Jay Wilson's like, "Now, uppity, you talking? I need you to stop and don't talk over. Shut up." I kept on talking. And then he threw her off, and then he let her back up, of course, because the shit show is the show. What? How can you have a show unless it's a shit show? So, it was just a mess. Um, oh my god, it was just a mess. I have nothing else for you. Go over there and check that out if you want to hear. And the tiff with K Fit. What was that about? I have no idea. Walrus's attack. Uh, and she just wanted to. She just kept bringing up her name. Girl, shit, go sit down. Somebody was trying to help you with resources, and this is the best you can do. Oh, hey TH, how are you? It was worse than normal. It was worse than normal. It was really bad. She's already at the pissy past the Ronnie Q. Uh, she has she's passed out and regained consciousness from her drunken stupor. So she's over there probably still got a funky old alcohol breath, probably pores seeping that what is she Paul Masson seeping all out of her pores, just funky drunk. Okay. Uh Lord knows she need all the resources she can get. Yeah. So she's just on one. Hey, Big Set, Grand Rising. You missed the whole breaking down of the stream. You're here right on time. So yeah, and I'm talking about Demon's older. Lord knows she needs all the resources she can. Demon's old need all the resources. Oh god. The toothless moose went grocery shopping yesterday, so she was stocked up. Oh my goodness. Just a mess. We need more CCs. I can't stand to watch a lemon brie pizza nest anymore. Oh, and it was revealed she lives in supportive housing. I thought you guys knew that from uh she had a string of videos that came out. One of the videos was with them saying that they needed to check the plumbing for a leak, and she there was a man out there. There were two women out there, and also she went downstairs in her lobby, and they have a full fledged office, and they were telling her that she couldn't come around the back or something. Do you want us to call your social worker? No. Uh, I thought you guys knew that. We can contact your social worker, and then she gets on the phone. Your apartment building don't have nobody who can contact your social worker in the lobby. I thought you knew that. That came out long ago. And I just want to move, and I just want to do this, and I got Section 8, and da 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 da. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you must have missed that. So the people comes up and she calls herself because I got a lawyer and you just can't do this and you can't do, but she was smart, she was right on one thing. She it was two women in the hallway with clipboards in their hand, and then there was another dude far off, and then there was another dude kind of right up front. And so one of the ladies, we need to check the to see if there's a plumbing leak. But obviously they were there to check on her daughter. So she lets the guy in, and then the lady just starts to walk in, and she said, "Where you going? You can't come in my house." She said, if he's the maintenance guy and he's checking for a leak, then he can come in." And then she put the lady walked back out, and then she kind of left the door cracked, and you could see the look on the ladies' faces that they're looking at each other like, "What's going on here? What's going on here?" So the guy come back out, and then he gives them like the everything's okay in there thing, and yeah, just a whole mess. It was a hot mess, slobbering sloth. I caught I caught I caught that when I was working out this morning. She got caught trying to sneak that man in. She propped open the door. Oh, that, and they also was asking her about the back door. Yeah, yeah. And she's so indignant with them, and she's living off the government dime. It's easy to be indignant when you realize that someone else is going to be paying your bills and putting your bills. Oh, but shit, y'all have y'all seen these Trump appointees? Have you guys seen these Trump appointees? No, it's more than Section 8 because they actually have a team of workers who are actually in I mean it's paid for. You don't have to pay for it, of course, because you're indigent, but they actually have a team of people who work in the lobby. They have offices in the lobby that you can go down there and contact, have your social worker contacted. They are actually some type of staffed people that are over the tenants in the building, and they tell you what rules. It's a glass office, it's not a closed in office, it's like a nurse's station in the lobby. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that. Oh child, yes I have. I think you are talking about these Trump appointees. Okay, we'll talk about that at the end. So Demetra went live. I forgot that Demetra called the hospital. Child, is over the Defense Department. Somebody from Fox News is an important position, Defense Secretary, right? Yes, and he has the largest budget, something like a $8 billion budget, and he was a co-host on a weekend Fox News show. I want you to see. Oh, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. I think this is the one. Hold on. Let me get past this commercial. No, hold on. I have it here somewhere. Okay, it must be this one right here. Here we go. Let me share this with you guys. Hold on. Here we go. Let's share this.
A gift for somebody this year?
I gotta get past the commercial. Okay.
News host. This is serious, folks. Donald Trump just announced that he is making Fox News host Pete Hegseth the next Pentagon chief. That's right. Pete Hegseth, a Fox News host, will be the Secretary of Defense. Donald Trump is appointing him to that position. Obviously, it has to be confirmed by the Senate. Here is Laura Ingraham announcing that Donald Trump has made this appointment. Here, play this clip.
That our own Pete Hegseth will be his Secretary of Defense. Pete, of course, has been a host here at Fox for a number of years. He's an Army veteran where he served in Afghanistan, in Iraq. Trump saying, quote, Pete has spent his entire life as a warrior for the troops and for the country. He's tough, smart, and a true believer in America first. With Pete at the helm, America's enemies are on notice. Our military will be great again, and America will never back down. Wow, that is pretty cool. Gosh, we're gonna miss him at Fox, but that's a gain for the country.
And just so we know who we're talking about here, this is Pete Hegseth, previously on Fox, in a segment called "Is College Worth It?" Here, play this clip.
Alma mater. I have a new rule. The more elite the university and advanced that a graduate is, the dumber they are. The less likely I am to trust them. If you went to the Ivy League, prove to me that you have any common sense at all.
You went Ivy League, right?
Yes, and I sent one of my degrees back for a reason.
And here, this is from 2019, Donald Trump's Secretary of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth saying that he never washes his hands and can't remember washing them once in the past 10 years. Play the clip.
I don't think I've washed my hands for 10 years. Really, I don't really wash my hands ever.
Help me.
No, I inoculate myself. It's just not, germs are not a real thing. I can't see them, therefore they're not real.
So you're becoming a
Okay. So a whole motherfucking idiot is going to be running the Pentagon with the largest one of the largest budgets that they have. $8 million dollar. I think it's. I can't remember what the budget is. Let's see who the qualifications of the man before him. What? Let me see what this is. Oh, that's the announcement. I want to. He has to be confirmed by the Senate. I want to show you the qualifications of the black man. Remember the black man who got sick and went off the radar for a couple of days? And, oh, this is not the one that has his qualifications. It is stunning, the qualifications that this black man has, but this guy does not have. So let me see what they're talking about in here. Let me see.
Are, quote, dependent on the government and lack personal integrity. Play this clip.
Here's the hospital you use within this radius, and you get this doctor, as opposed to empowering the individual to say, I've got a knee issue. Dr. Jones down the street could help me with it, and the dollars could follow me to get that
People are
address.
still getting on lists to get
Of
to
course.
see their doctors.
Unfortunately.
Look at this. Veterans granted disability compensation. If you compare after World War II, 1.5 million veterans, 2017, 4.5 million veterans.
This is a really complicated discussion. This is about disability ratings, which isn't always necessarily tied to healthcare, but the idea that the healthcare you get is about service-connected disabilities. So if you go to war and you get injured, we'll take care of you. So when you come home, they try to rate how disabled you are, and that's how much care you get. Well, I could be rated for 50% right now if I wanted to be. I mean, just to have a totally, and vets know this out there, I could do ear and ankle and knee and back.
It's proportional,
because it's proportional for different injuries that you have. Groups out there, vets groups mostly, encourage vets to apply for every government benefit they can ever get after they leave the service. Because, well, why not, right? The government's giving it out. To me, the ethos of service is I serve my country because I love my country, and I'm going to come home and start the next chapter of my life. And if I've got a chronic condition, mental, physical, otherwise, the government better be there for me. But otherwise, I don't want to be dependent if I don't have to be.
You got to have personal.
You got to have integrity. After you go to war and you are hurting and you're hurt, no, you just come back home and start the next chapter of your life. So it's going to be hard to get veterans benefits under this idiot. Okay, that's all. That's all. Okay, so all the veterans that voted for this idiot, they are going to they have fucked around and they're going to find out. Let me see. Okay, this isn't the one that I really wanted, but I'll drop the link for you for that, and so you guys can check that out. Let me drop the link for that. Yeah. Oh, let me see. So soldiers who have lost legs and arms are shit out of luck. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. There's something else I wanted to show you as well. Let me find it. Let me close this page. What is this? Okay, let me show you guys this. Did you see how Russia really basically embarrassed let Donald Trump know they have no respect for him? Hey, spicy dicey, grand rising to you. Okay, so let's see this thing where he totally disrespected the idiot. Let me share my screen. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's check this out.
Nude photos of Melania Trump have been aired on Russia's most watched state TV channel during a program supposedly dedicated to celebrating Trump's election victory. This comes after Trump allegedly urged Putin not to escalate the Ukraine war in a phone call last week. But the Kremlin denies that this phone call ever took.
Now, this is after Trump came out and said that he had a phone conversation with Putin and told him not to escalate the war. And what does Putin do? Said, no, I ain't never had that phone call. Didn't happen. Didn't even happen. And then Russian media, the largest media that is owned by the state, come out and shows Melania Trump's undressed pictures. So basically clowning and playing in his face. Let's continue. Let me remove this comment. I'm sorry. Hey, soul sister number one. Okay, let me continue. Did y'all hear about that?
Took place. Despite Trump's repeated claims that he has a good relationship with Putin, things appear to have gotten off to a rocky start between the pair. As of right now, experts estimate that 50,000 Russian and North Korean troops are getting ready to carry out an assault on Ukrainian positions in the Kursk region. Not sure what to make of Trump's stance. In Kiev, residents are not sure what to make of Trump's stance.
Як на мене, це не дуже гарно для України, бо в нього була невизначена позиція. Він то підтримує, то не підтримує. І дуже він ексцентричний така людина. Тому не дуже зрозуміло, як це вплине на нас, на підтримку.
Більше переконування, більше ризиків закінчення допомоги.
Elect, but the calculated choice of photos aired on the Russian state TV may reflect a desire to show Trump who is boss.
Okay, so what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna drop the link for this in the chat. I had a different one, but I cannot find it. God, that downing of the StreamYard really messed me up. This is what the people wanted. You're exactly right. So many people are having I forgot. Oh, I forgot we've seen the First Lady Snoochie and folks were criticizing Michelle Arms, motherfuckers. Yes. This is what the people wanted. I'm good with them clowning him and that woman. Where you always ask me, what are the Republicans going to do? I guess we will see. Yeah, because every appointment that he has made is in line with that Project 2025. Every appointment that he's made. So let me see. Let me see. Stephen Miller, all of these different. Let me see. No. They say that the CIA is going to be overrun because once these mass deportations start taking place, because what is on the rise right now is a lot of hate groups. Let me see if I can play this for you. Let's look at the information about the rise of the hate groups. Okay. White supremacist hate groups. Here we go. They're on the rise right now. And you know, they never did anything when they said that that was one of the biggest threat to our national security, extremist hate groups. So let's hear. Now this guy is trying to work in tandem with the FBI to show to actually follow, actually find, actually intercept the communications and things like that, because he says, you know, once this new team of people get in here to dismantle the government, that there is not going to be any enough agents to do these things. And you know, let's go.
They're the ones who people interact with the most, are not well equipped. Enforcement is usually not there for them. Part of the reason is because law enforcement at the most local level, they're the ones who people interact with the most, are not well equipped to deal with organized hate. So Task Force Butler was started so that we can train veterans to conduct open source intelligence research into these bad actors. We can find evidence of criminality. And then we can use our privilege as veterans. We have a platform. That's why people are listening to this conversation right now, because we're vets. So we use that platform to help educate law enforcement, you know, from attorneys general to district attorneys to sheriff's offices, on what hate crimes are and how to prosecute them.
It feels like we are living in an environment where hate has been given a new license to express itself. It was bad enough before the election, but anecdotally, at least, we're getting story after story of extremists from the far right, which is now the Republican Party, you know, threatening little girls at school. I'm talking about 5-year-old extremists, right? And this is not them. This is their parents that they are channeling. And it just seems like the Trump win has unleashed a Pandora's box and shown America, or some Americans, at their worst.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many ways that we can take this conversation. Like, there has been for well over a decade a major problem with the gaming community about extremism, intentional recruiting and radicalization that occurs on gaming platforms, and that reaches kids that are very young, far younger than most people think. I think a lot of people think that it's like teenage boys that are exposed to these extremist ideas. Like, no, it's like 5-year-olds who end up playing Roblox and end up on a server full of neo-Nazis who are grooming them, literally little children, into becoming white supremacists. So, Donald Trump coming onto the political stage and the media's free advertising that they gave for his campaign in 2015 and 2016 really did create a permission structure for people to show their worst. Nazis used to be afraid of coming out in the street and, wearing their hate literally on their chest, on their shirts, or flying a flag. They're not afraid anymore because they've got the top cover of a man who was president and now, unfortunately, will be president again. And that's why Task Force Butler, actually, we just announced this on Veterans Day, is partnering with Common Defense, which is the largest grassroots progressive veterans organization in the country. Common Defense was founded originally as Vets Against Hate, or Vets versus Hate, like a hashtag movement. And it turned into a movement of tens of thousands of veterans nationwide in 50 states who are united around the principles of anti-racism and anti-bigotry.
It's Ken Harbaugh. Quick break here to let you know, taking down the very same organization sponsoring this episode. Taking down the very same organizations that have served as Trump's shock troops, the Proud Boys, right? Designated a terrorist organization by Canada, told to stand back and stand by the president-elect.
Yeah, so Ryan J. Riley, an NBC Justice reporter, he was like their primary January 6th reporter, wrote a book called Sedition Hunters, just came out in the last year, and it talks about how the FBI was already broken. Most people think of the FBI the way they're depicted in movies, like they are everywhere on the internet, they've got spy cameras, they're tailing people, right? That's not the real FBI. Like, yes, that exists for people in the mafia who are being tailed, but like that doesn't exist more broadly than that. Part of the reason that Task Force Butler exists is because the FBI is not large enough to chase down minor hate crimes. The FBI isn't really investigating hate groups until there's a real and imminent threat of deadly violence. It takes it to that level. So
okay, so now that's what he's talking about on that. So what do you guys think about there's one more. Let me see. There's one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. I saw it last night. I didn't, so I was unable to clip it, but I think I can find it quite easily. And then we're going to talk about some of this stuff, about these appointments. Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, 1 second. Let me get past this commercial. Okay, here we go.
So it only follows that we get the meme cabinet. I have some breaking news that you might want to be sitting down for, because Donald Trump just announced some key appointments for his second administration's cabinet, and it's going to be a long ride. For example, we learned that Lloyd Austin will be replaced as the Secretary of Defense with Fox and Friends co-host Pete Hegseth. That is
now. This is the one I was looking for. Now you look at the current person who's over the Defense Department. You look at his resume based side by side with this Fox News guy who Trump has put in. This is the one.
right. Just to lay out how absurd this is, Lloyd Austin III was our Secretary of Defense. He still is, but only for a few more months. He was sworn in as the 28th Secretary of Defense. He was raised in Alabama. He's had a 41-year career in the Army, including a command at the Corps, Division, Battalion, and Brigade levels. Mr. Austin was awarded the Silver Star for his leadership of the Army's 3rd Infantry Division during the invasion of Iraq in 2003. 7 years later, he would assume the duties of Commanding General of the United States Forces, Iraq, overseeing all combat operations in the country. After a tour as the Army's Vice Chief of Staff, Mr. Austin concluded his uniformed service as the commander of U.S. Central Command, responsible for all military operations in the Middle East and Afghanistan. You guys get the idea. This dude worked his way up. And let's compare the current Secretary of Defense's resume with Trump's DEI picking people based on loyalty, not based on merit. For example, Chris Jackson on Twitter said, "So we're replacing a former 4-star general as defense secretary with the weekend co-host of Fox and Friends. Unbelievable, just wow." And let's read a little bit about this dude, Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth has been selected by President-elect Trump to serve as his Secretary of Defense. Hegseth's last day at Fox, where he co-hosted Sunday's Fox and Friends weekend, was Tuesday. Pete Hegseth has been an exceptional host on Fox and Friends and Fox Nation and a best-selling author for Fox News books for nearly a decade. He started with Fox as a contributor in 2014 and was named the co-host of Fox and Friends in 2017. Okay, so let's compare his qualifications with Lloyd Austin. Am I losing my mind here, or one of them way, way, way more qualified than the other? And to make matters even worse, I want to read to you guys this press release that Donald Trump just released, announcing that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will be combining forces to create the Department of Government Efficiency. And the acronym spells out DOGE, D-O-G-E, named after Dogecoin. And you know, I want to read this in a second, but first, let's watch this clip of Pete Hegseth getting absolutely destroyed back in 2021 by James Tallarico.
You guys can watch
the
that.
lie that is Democrat.
The question this guy asked him, the next defense secretary, do you believe Donald Trump won the 2020 election? He can't answer it. Okay, so he's supposed to be making decisions. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, now he had, okay, let me see right here. Now he has himself with Vivek, whatever his name is, and he is asking him questions. This 21-year-old guy is asking him questions. Now he and Elon Musk say they are going to be able to cut $2 trillion off of the budget. Where do you think this money is coming from? It's coming from closing a whole lot of departments and getting rid of a whole lot of government jobs. That is their concentration. I already told you this. At first they was like, well, it may be 50,000 civil service jobs. I let you hear from the guy from the Heritage Foundation that at least 95% of people in civil service jobs are not Trump loyalists because they may have voted for a Democrat, or they may have gave a donation to a Democrat. So it's more than that. It's more like 2 million people, and 90% of 2 million was 1,800,000 jobs. So let's be clear. I explained this last week. I explained this before the election. So we're in it. So we are really in it. So let's see what this conversation looks like.
Or Doge. And if you guys are new to my channel, I followed Vivek Ramaswamy around the campaign trail for a while. You know, I even asked him about his plan to end the invasion of Ukraine about a year ago because it makes no sense. Before we continue on, let's watch me confronting Vivek.
So if you look at the history of Russia, one of their core strategies during wartime is to start wars, stop them when it serves their interest, then reignite them down the road. And we know that Vladimir Putin's a bad faith actor. He broke the Budapest Memorandum. So how are you going to ensure that down the road he doesn't reignite these wars and inch us closer to World War III?
Yeah, the world's a jungle. You don't find saints anywhere. So do I trust Vladimir Putin? Absolutely not. Is he a craven dictator? Absolutely he is. But can we bet on him following his self-interest just like he can bet on us following ours? Yes, we can.
Okay, so what Vivek Ramaswamy says right there is we're going to reroute Vladimir Putin's self-interest so he's less focused on taking Ukraine and hurting the West and buddying up with China, and he's more focused on helping the USA. It's an absolutely naive point of view, but let's see what I asked.
Yeah, follow up quickly and we'll wrap.
Yeah, really quick.
It is his answer was so idiotic and surface to this detailed question that this young man asks. See, none of the other people probably have even thought of anything like this. And you see, he was taken off of his square at this question and tried to give a simplistic answer to this question. Let's continue.
Quickly. So one of Russia and China's shared goals is to destabilize the West. So what interest are you going to introduce to Putin to supersede that?
Yeah, so this is a great question. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
21.
I appreciate it. 21-year-old guy asking smarter questions than most of the media about
So he basically just ends up deflecting. He doesn't answer the question, but this brings us back to today. Donald Trump.
So he's so shaken off of his feet. He like, how old are you, kid? What? I just told you we're gonna redirect his attention away to another shiny object, so he would no longer be interested in fighting a war in Ukraine. Now you're asking me the specifics and what am I going to take his attention away from Matt from a whole fucking war? I don't have the answer to that. How old are you, son? Are you old enough to drink? Oh, I can't get him thrown out. He's 21. He's old enough to drink and everything. Okay, a little more.
Rights. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy / excess regulations, cut waste.
To dismantle government bureaucracies. I already told you that. That was in Project 2025. Now, this is in Trump's announcement of Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk being over cost cutting for the U.S. He tried to say that it is the Department of Government Efficiency. There is no such department because the Department of Defense, the Homeland Security, all of these are actual real departments in the U.S. government. This is some made up shit because if it is truly a government department as they want you to believe, they would have to go through the Senate to be confirmed for these positions. But since this is not really a real government department, he can just throw them in here. Let's be clear. And let's see what he said he was putting them in there to do. The Project 2025 work to dismantle the government. So, and you see who he, oh my God, this is a lot. Okay.
The way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy / Donald Trump writes, together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy / excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. Essential to the Save America movement, quote, this will send shockwaves through the system and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people, stated Mr. Musk. And, Elon Musk has said he wants to cut $2 trillion out of the federal deficit. And Vivek Ramaswamy said he wants to fire 70% of people working in the government. I mean, if they execute on everything they want to, our government absolutely implodes on itself. If RFK Jr. and Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk all get to enact their wildest dreams, we're cooked. It will become, potentially, the Manhattan Project, writes Donald Trump, of our time. The Manhattan Project of our time. I mean, in the sense that it might end up killing hundreds of thousands of people, sure. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of Doge for a very long time. Again, just to back up, Doge is the name of a cryptocurrency shitcoin, a meme coin. If I look up Dogecoin, you guys have probably seen this before. This photo of a dog, it's literally just a cryptocurrency. They decided to create this as a joke, and Elon Musk decided to pump and dump it a bunch. Let's see if this is up Oh, it is up over the past month ever since Trump won. Wow, big day for Elon Musk fans who are dumb and have all of their money in Dogecoin. You know, huge day for people like that. But back to Trump's press release. This will become the Manhattan Project of our time, he says. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of Doge. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform.
Okay, so they're gonna provide direction from people who are not even in government, but they have the solution to get rid of 70% of government jobs. So, is this making America great again? So, all 70% of the people who are working in government, they plan to put them out of work. So, what is that going to do for the economy? It's okay. So here's the link to Adam Mokler. This is a real smart young man. So I'm not going to play the whole thing.
28-day chair yoga challenge for older beauties.
Hold on. I just wanted you guys to get the gist of this. So let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Anybody want to hit the link? It's a lot going on. And see, I gave. It's like funny. It's not funny. It's interesting to see this going into action. These cabinet people who he's putting in here seem to be people who are trying to put this Project 2025 in action. Remember the first 180 days that they would not even say that what they first 180 days of a conservative presidency, they would not say they were hauled up to Congress, the creators of a lot of these positions in Project 2025, but they would not say exactly what they were going to do in this 180 days. So it seems like this, if you guys check out the people who he have put in these big positions. It seems like they're setting up for exactly what they said they were going to do in Project 2025. I also played a couple of clips from people close to his administration on last week that it's safe to say Project 2025 really is a thing. It's safe to say we Project 20 and 25 is what we do intend on enacting. So I'm gonna drop my link and see. I hate that this I hate that this really messed up my my links that I had. There were some more, and I couldn't find them when I got booted off and was rebooting. I lost some of the links about the stuff that I wanted to talk about today, but we can definitely talk about them tomorrow. Okay. Let me see some of the things you guys were saying when I was in the back. Other countries will stop giving us intel, etc. We'll be on an island all alone with a Fox newscaster as the person in charge of our defense. It's what the people wanted. Okay. Grand Rising, outspoken. That when I put that name in, nothing came up. So check again and make sure there's no capitals missing, there's no underscores missing, because I tried to correct that yesterday, but nothing came up. The election results came in a little earlier than the past few elections. That's another thing. And why didn't Kamala ask for a recount in this election? Because now they are... It's like 2 million votes off. At first, they were saying that she was 5 million votes behind him. I think it's at or less than 2 million. And now there are so many different precincts talking about suspicious registrations that they have all the same handwriting, this, that, and the other. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. And she didn't even ask for a recount. And this all of this tabulation of the win came so quickly. So but she didn't ask for I hope someone else. It just seems like a lot of it doesn't seem like this is. I'm not saying this because I didn't want him to win. I'm saying this because there's a lot of shenanigans. Hey, Charlie, going on with this count. Okay, I'm back. I'm back too. I talked about you. I didn't talk about you, Miss the Miss O. Talked about you. I didn't talk about you. It wasn't me. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah. I guess narcissists are more about loyalty over merit. Yeah, because they're going to be okay. These people are going to be okay who are in these positions. Hey, Z Sarah, grand rising to you. So let me drop the link one more time. If you guys want to come up, I'm a little discombobulated. I hate that. I sit up and I line up all of my presentations and stuff, and then everything's dismantled. Typical narc. Give him a compliment and not an answer. Yeah, yeah. Oh, how old are you? You smart. Yeah, no answer though. Hey, James Watson, you are exactly right, Ronnie Hugh. Hood Scriptures, Grand Rising. Revelation is being revealed. The Lord is coming back. Read your Bibles, repent, and get right or get left. Yes, yes, yes. It's time to, whatever faith you are, it is time to really lean into your faith, because these people are, you look at this. And I did a whole lot of stuff about this Israel going into Palestine. And we are in real time, in my opinion, seeing a genocide of a whole swath of people. So who does he put in as, what is I forget his title. The Israeli ambassador. He puts in that big fat old Huckabee. That's who he has as the Israel ambassador. And if you listen to Huckabee, he said that there is no such thing as Palestinians. It's Sumatra and no such thing as Palestinian as the Gaza Strip. He says there's no such thing as Palestinian people. And he calls it Sumatra and something. And so he says that, in essence, we should only be looking to Israel making inroads in that land. This is who's over now. And now we've seen all. Okay, so if we sit up and we are able to watch, digest, and have nothing to say as they raise a whole nationality of people and be okay with it. I showed you the video clip where Jared Kushner said that that is a the Gaza Strip is a waterfront, very, very profitable waterfront land, that if people go in there and build it up into something, if we get these rich billionaires, hey, we can have a whole nother ritzy place for people to go and spend their money on the Gaza Strip. It's a waterfront property. Hey, let's get these people. He said they need to take the rest of the Palestinians that manage to stay alive and take them out to the desert somewhere and dump them out in the desert. I played that for you. And then who they put Mike Huckabee as the Israeli ambassador, who don't even believe that Palestinians you can't even call the people Palestinians based upon his Christian belief that God is coming back and he's going to sit on the throne in Jerusalem and all of this type of stuff. These are the people that this man is putting in very important places. So we have seen. So you don't think it can happen to you? My point is, that's what the Jews said. I saw them when they came for the gays, but I didn't think it could happen to me. I thought it. I saw it when it came for other people, but I didn't think it could happen to me. So we have seen all of this stuff that they have been getting rid of swath of people at their whim, and we don't think it can happen to us. But look at these people who they're putting in office. You can't say you didn't know this stuff. Project 2025 has been out here for a long time, and I have been talking to you guys. I have it's not you guys' fault. I'm just saying the information has been out here. I listen. Nobody can act like they didn't know. And all of these idiots who have been gloating and talking dumb stuff probably don't know anything about what's about to come. But ignorance of the law is no excuse, because you still gonna get it. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. Amen, Hood Scriptures. Great information, Ronnie Q. Yeah, I always try to drop the links to the things that I just want you guys to know. James Watson, another scary thought: if a liberal Supreme Court judge steps down, Trump will nominate the conservative to replace them, making the it can't get any more conservative than it is. They only have a three liberal judge, and they have rubber stamped everything. And at this point, the Supreme Court has already given him the freedom to do anything that he chooses to do, as long as he says it is under his presidential powers. Even the Justice Department can't even question him about it. They can't even question him about it. At least the Senate hold any hearings about it before it's done. Nobody can question him about it. The Supreme Court has already given him that powers. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so we're in a world of trouble. I believe Trump is the little throne in Revelation. I'm not familiar with it. I grew up in church, but I'm far removed. I don't know what the little throne is. There is no Antichrist, but he is the beginning of the devil to come. Most definitely. I definitely believe that. Yes, Gaza Strip has the largest concentration of oil in the world. That's why they've been fighting from the beginning of time. It's a money game. If Kushner is saying it's a money game. If Kushner is saying it should be waterfront property, yeah, he definitely said it. I have played that clip of him several times. The justice system is about to change for the worse. Okay. The little thorn I meant. Yeah, I still don't know what you mean. I still don't know what you mean, the Hood Scriptures, but I'm gonna highlight your comment because I'm not up on. I can't remember. I maybe I need to get into my Bible and see the correlations. Uh, so if anybody want to come up, I'll be better prepared tomorrow if I don't have a StreamYard crash. You're more than welcome to come up and discuss this, because it's a lot going on. Let me see if I had anything else that I had set up. I told you. Let me see. Let me see. I think. I hold on. Okay, let me share one more thing with you since you guys are still here. I'm gonna go through this kind of quickly, and I'm gonna drop the link so you can peruse it on your own if you find it interesting. I'm using this under the Fair Use Act, just to give you guys some information.
Just who's going to be the president of the United States on January 20th. It's sure not going to be Donald Trump. He's too gassed. He's too fatigued. He's too disinterested to be, as he's pushing 80, the president of the United States. Is it going to be a combination, an office of the presidency led by Elon Musk about all things financial markets and foreign policy, RFK Jr. about all things domestic policy, except for oil and gas, Susie Wiles as the chief of staff, cleaning up on aisle fascism for all the things that bored Donald Trump? And in addition to that, is it going to be J.D. Vance as a co-president who is showcased for at least the first 2 years in order for Donald Trump to actually leave the job after a crushing defeat, we hope, at the midterms, turn it over to J.D. Vance so he can get an actual pardon from a president on the way out the door. I explore all of that right here on the Midas Touch Network and on Legal AF. It's time to take out the flashlight, the microscope, take a close look at Donald Trump and what he's doing. And I can't think of a better place to do it than with you right here on the Midas Touch Network and on Legal AF.
Okay,
Lauren,
so he gave you a setup about exactly what he's talking about. So let's go forward a little bit.
RFK Jr. apparently is going to be given a complete remit to run most of Donald Trump's domestic policy. When you voted for Donald Trump, you voted for RFK Jr. to be your domestic president. He's going to do everything related to health and human services. I don't care what the transition team is saying behind the scenes, that he will never get anywhere close to health and human services. That's bullshit. He's going to be running health and human services. He's going to be eliminating gas oligarchs. And so Donald Trump's going to be the run wild. Literally, he said, Bobby can run wild. Bobby just needs to stay away from the liquid gold, which is the oil and gas policy, because Donald Trump sold himself out and the American policy to oil and gas oligarchs. And so Donald Trump's going to be the concierge president for the oil and gas industry. Okay? That leaves everything else under the remit of this free radical running around the government, making policy we don't want at the RFK.
Let's understand that Robert Kennedy said that ivermectin, that horse deworming pill, was something good to take to combat the 19 when we had that pandemic. He was one of the ones who were touting that as a cure, and he does not believe in vaccines. Okay, so let's be clear on RF who he is, and he talked about the benefits of eating the brain of something. I can't remember what it was, but you know that there are a lot of pathogens that are found in brain tissue of some animals, and if you eat them, they are incurable. I forget. What exactly is that? You know that wasting disease that you see is kind of like the HIV for animals. They start wasting away. That pathogen is found in there, and if you eat the deer meat or the deer brain of these animals, you will get it, and there is no bouncing back from it. So this is going to be who's over the health and human services. Okay, let's continue. Let me continue a little
Junior
bit.
level. So Donald Trump, one of his bosses now, RFK Jr. Let's look at his boss on the financial markets and foreign policy side. That's Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who's going to be given some sort of cabinet level position of government efficiency expert, right? What he's really going to do is control the purse strings, help create the budget. These are all the things the president's supposed to be doing. Everything I just described on the RFK Jr. side is everything the president is supposed to be doing. Everything on the Elon Musk forming the budget, right? Cutting the budget, finding quote unquote waste. That's a presidential function, not you don't delegate and outsource that, but he's going to. So we have President Elon Musk. He can never be president. He wasn't natural born. He was born in South Africa, but he's going to be effectively the president of all things foreign policy. Elon Musk is going to handpick the Secretary of State, the State Department, and all the civil servants, the Department of Defense, and all the civil servants, because his business interests are tied to the military-industrial complex. He wants his satellites to be controlled by him. He decides where to put them, what governments that he's going to favor.
And let's not forget, Elon Musk has been in constant contact with Vladimir Putin. And nobody has anything to say about that. Your news media is acting like that is not happening. He has been in constant contact with Putin. So here you go. This is the link to this. This guy is really good. And I suggest you guys really broaden your
which wars he's going to support, what lights he's going to turn on and off with.
I really hope you guys broaden your reach on areas that you're getting news from, because you watch CNN. CNN, thank God, CNN is going to start cutting some of the pay, and they're also going to start cutting beans and cornbread. Like mad cow's disease. Yes, thank you, beans and cornbread. Or Jacob Kutzfolds is primarily found in the cattle raised, not so in Great Britain. That must you mean it is found in the cattle raised in Great Britain, because I've never heard of that one before. And there's one more. There is one more disease that people can eat this infected meat, and then they really pass away quite quickly, and it just emulsify all of your insides. That's what the disease does. Okay. Yes. Exactly. Watch multiple news sources. So I have no, Britain is not so great. Okay. So I have dropped the link for this information. Please check it out, listen. And I'm also going to talk about tomorrow. There are hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, Jerome Powell. He is the Fed chair, and he was asked, will he be stepping down? And a lot of you guys do not know this. He let me see. Let me show you this short. Okay, let me share with this, because a lot of you guys probably did not know this. Let me present this last thing. And I love it. And I love it. I think I'll play this one.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on, do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on? Do you think that legally he did?
There's a longer answer to this. So the Fed chair.
Fed Chair Jay Powell detailing the central bank's
Hold on.
decision.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing it. Yes, I am. Okay. So let's get a clear understanding why this is, in my opinion, a good thing.
And its confidence on the state of the economy. Let's get back to Jennifer Finances. Yahoo Finance's Jennifer Schonberger, excuse me, with the details. Hi, Jen.
Hey, thank you, Julie Hyman. There are three things that stood out to me from this press conference. First, the Fed chair wanting to say as little as possible on the election outcome and the impact on the economy and what it means for the path for monetary policy going forward. He says in the near term, the election has no impact on the path for monetary policy. Looking farther out, he says there's just too much uncertainty. When these policies start to take shape, then the Fed will begin to model those and take them into consideration with other factors that impact
I
the
don't want to hear
economy. He
these.
says this is just one of the main things, one
I
of the
don't want to hear
factors that
these
impact the
women
economic.
talking. I want to hear it come out of his mouth. Let me see. Let's try this one.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on? Do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
Do you believe the president has the power to fire or demote you, and has the Fed determined the legality of a president demoting at will any of the other governors with leadership positions?
Not permitted under the law.
Not what?
Not permitted under the law.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you
He have suggested that he resign, but he doesn't have the power to make him resign. Thank you for what you're doing, Ronnie Q. I feel like some people are more focused on the frivolous stuff instead of looking at what's up really important. He's right, exactly. So I'm red balling. Thank you very much. Maybe it's the janky internet. Yeah, mine was janky earlier, but StreamYard said it had a lot of traffic and it booted me off. And very Carrie, they're charging us $45, and I never was booted off when I was paying $25. Talking about all the extra features that they put on that I don't want or use, and then I'm getting booted off. Yeah, so Congress is his boss. Thank you, beans and cornbread. So he's not gonna go be able to go in and do whatever he wants. It's just okay. As more cabinet members are, and goddamn, Marco Rubio is the what is it? What was Hillary Clinton Secretary of State? Yeah, what was I think it was the Secretary of State. He just announced the reopening of Mexican border concentration camps. Are you serious, Shady Boots? That song "Wake Up" was made for a reason. I think that's "Wake Up, Everybody," trying to something. And the one from the Isley Brothers has one too. The Isley Brother has a song that lets you know how far we were from when they were writing that song, and we are in the same position. And Marvin Gaye, what's going on? It's a lot. Okay, so you're serious. Secretary of State, yes. Marco Rubio is Secretary of State, and Shady Boots is saying yes. They are definitely opening up these camps. I can't stand little Marco. Let's see. What is the one by the Isley Brothers? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, so yeah, and it's just unfortunate. Uh, Ronnie, he also is trying to give white folks reparations for having to listen to Black history. I think you're joking, Shady Boots. I'm going to check on it. I'm not saying you're lying because I would not. Unfortunately, I would not put it past them. I really wouldn't. That was a Teddy Pendergrass, Harold Melvin, and the Blue Notes. I know that song. Yeah, I know that song. Look it up right now. Yes, I will look it up. Did you remember where you saw that? I see something for 2019. I don't see that. Let me see. September 19, 2024. Watch Trump downplays legacy of slavery, calls for patriotic. No, I don't see it. I'll look it up and I'll find it. Wait a minute, I may have found no racial reparations against white protectionism. No. Uh, I don't see it. I'm gonna try to find it. Don't be having me. Shady Boots. I don't know if I can trust you. The white people were already paid reparations when the slaves were free because let's be clear, whites were already paid reparations when they freed the slaves. That I think it was $300 per slave that they gave the white slave owners. Now, they want to have reparations to have to listen. Well, shit. That only happens once a month. So should black get reparations having to hear about others' histories the other 11 months of the year? Make it make sense. It's apartheid 2.0. He announced that those who have faced discrimination in the name of equality uh, in the name of equality would basically receive reparations or compensations for it. So equality always what does Dr. Rashad or Richie I used to quote that equality always looks like, let me see. I forgot that. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me see. E- what is it? Equality always feel like inequality. This is not the quote, but it's kind of like equality always feels like inequality when it's done to the uh, people in power. It's crazy. It is really crazy. I am going to be on it. Uh, that Indian wasn't going to give us nothing. It would have been business as usual. Illegals flooding the country. Black people being ignored by the Democrats per usual. Not wanting anything for your vote. Okay, let's be clear. We should have asked for something for our vote. If and if she had something to present for our vote, maybe more of us would have voted. Maybe the ones who just sat on their asses would have voted. I'm just I cannot deny that. But what you're getting for your vote right now, or your lack of voting right now, or you're voting for Trump right now. See, he does have something for you, but do you want what he has for you? I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Uh, this illegal immigration, it doesn't make any sense for any nation to just allow people to just soak into the fabric of their society so that big business can pay them far less money because they're so greedy and they get no repercussions when they're caught with all these undocumented workers working for them, and only the undocumented workers are penalized. But while these big businesses are never penalized to a degree where they will stop hiring them and hire American workers. And if they weren't getting jobs over here, they wouldn't be saturating the company. So whose fault is it really? I'm gonna look that up, Shady Blue. Thank you for coming in and giving me some content to look up and have ready for you guys tomorrow. This is just disgusting. And they are also going to take out of the EEOC any type of any type of data that includes your race. So you will not be able to even get a EEOC claim based upon your race because they are not going to be using race data to bring cases against your employer via the EEOC. Don't forget about that. Let me just put it in there simply as white reparations. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what she's talking about. I found it. I found it. My let me share my link with you guys. Thank you, Shady Bonnet. You're not so shady at all. You're a smart bonnet. You got some brains under that bonnet. Okay, let's check this out. I'm gonna share the screen with you, and I'm gonna drop the link as well. Oh, I saw that already. That's not the one I wanted. Let me reboot this. But I'm gonna drop the link to this page though. Here we go. This is the one I wanted.
Y'all listen to this.
Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America. Thank you.
So, in other words, reparations for white people. Any comments on that, Trump Blacks?
Okay. So I dropped the link for that. It's a whole story. One more thing. I'm gonna replay this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me find this real quick. Oh, I'm unable to find it. I'll replay it. Where I think that's it. Is this it? I think this is it. Oh, but that's on CNN. I don't want to see it on CNN because they have it segmented. I really want you. Ugh. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm not communicating. I'm trying to find. Okay, so. Oh, here it is. And this dumb Brian Kilmeade, he's such an idiot. I want you to actually hear what he asks him about what they're teaching in school. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to share my screen. And they're talking about right reparations, the ultimate slap in the face to us black folks. Well, maybe the people who the blacks who voted for Trump or lied and said they voted for Trump or tried to be these unicorn Negroes and act like they're different from normal blacks. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we are. Let me share this with you. What he says about teaching. Listen, just listen. Okay.
We're going to take the Department of Education, close it. So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide they oh, we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves on stolen land.
Then
And
we
that
don't send
curriculum
them
comes in.
Then we don't send them money.
That's Trump's Agenda 47 platform for education in a nutshell, defunding and punishing teachers in schools that don't teach what he wants them to. The plan includes cutting federal funding for any schools teaching critical race theory or gender ideology, creating a credentialing system so only teachers who embrace patriotic values will be hired, and encouraging prayer in schools, just to name a few. But it also includes completely abolishing the Department of Education.
Move education back to the states.
But here's the thing, education is already controlled by the states. The Department of Education is just responsible for funding low-income schools, investigating discrimination complaints, enforcing federal education laws like the Disabilities Education Act, and collecting data. It doesn't control the curriculum. States do. Abolishing the DOE would disproportionately impact low-income students and students with disabilities. It could also result in school closures, teacher layoffs, and even fewer classroom resources. One of Trump's weirdest plans, though, is to go after universities like Harvard for turning students into communists and terrorists. He wants to replace the accreditation system with one that embraces conservative values and would issue huge fines to universities that don't comply. And then he'd use those funds to create a free online American academy with no wokeness or jihadism. Trump's plans for education mirror what's in Project.
Now they actually have this in a document talking about no wokeism. I told you, oh my God, wokeism. Let's talk about I'm going to give you the link to this. So you hear Brian Kilmeade ask him, what about if it's some school like in San Diego where they're teaching that this country was built on stolen land off the backs of slaves? They'll get no money. So they do not want to teach factual history. He said, if you teach that this land was built on the back of slaves on stolen land, your school will get no money. You heard that, right? I just dropped the link. If you didn't hear it, it is at the very beginning of the video. So if you didn't hear it, I'm dropping the link again. And let's talk about these generals that he wants to get rid of. All of the high-ranking generals, people who like the black man who's over the Department of Justice now, who he's filling in with a former Weekend co-host from Fox and Friends on the Weekend show, not even the weekly show, the Weekend show, who he's getting this man's job. I dropped the link with all of the credentials that this black man has, who is over the Department of Defense right now, and he is giving this big Pentagon budget over to somebody who was a co-host on the Weekend Fox and Friends show. Okay, so let's talk about what else they have in store for high-ranking generals. They plan to get together a group of people who are not in the military to then go through the high-ranking generals that we have and say which one can or cannot keep their job. And why do they want people who are not in the government? Because they do not have to go through, have to be approved via Congress. So they want non-military people and it's a whole oligarch system that's being set up here. He's empowering rich people who are not in government, who are not in any branches of the military, this, that, and the other. You think that they're gonna have somebody who is making under $100,000 be one of these people who decide this? No, it's based upon how much money you have. They are going to let these people make all of these types of decisions about people keeping their jobs, people who have been in the military and have ranked up in the military, and you gonna have some schmo trying to get favor by giving money or being able to make money off of Trump, or giving Trump money to make decisions. Okay, So we already know he said he wished he could be a dictator for a day. We already know that he admires dictators, and nobody is putting these pieces together. Elon Musk, who net worth grew. Okay, the top 10 people in the United States with the biggest wealth, their wealth grew over, I think it was $62 billion. The top 10 people in the United States. Elon Musk, his wealth grew, I think it was $23 billion. So where you fit in this puzzle? Where do you fit in this puzzle? That's all I'm asking. I just want to know this. Okay, so let me remove this banner. I will be. I'm just flabbergasted. I just wanted to touch on this because of some of these appointments that have been going on, and okay, openly and publicly stay on code. We must only support ourselves. If it doesn't affect my people, I don't give one F. Exactly. And that has been the problem. Okay, beans and cornbread, I hear you. The problem is we have too many sellouts in our community that want a pat on the head from those people. Sad but true. You are exactly right. After all, the horrors of slavery, they are going to give reparations to white folks over black folks. And they will tell you, no reparations. That is one of his positions. No reparations. In other words, let's erase black history at all costs. Exactly. Exactly. If you don't know your history, what happens? You're doomed to repeat it. If so, you know, hey, they don't even know about this. So if we start doing this, they're not going to even know that, hey, this is taking us back to slavery because you don't know your history. And then next thing you know, you're going to be a slave. Okay. He's not just talking about HBCUs. He's talking about all colleges. Let's not forget that they are unable to that's let's not forget that critical race theory is not taught in elementary or high school. Critical race theory is I think it's critical race theory is only taught in college. But they always try to make it a boogeyman and try to act like they're teaching it to elementary school. That's a advanced college study, critical race theory. Let's be clear on that right now. So they always try to make it seem like it's the boogeyman. So Florida has it where you can't even teach you can't even have black studies a black studies curriculum in colleges, or that college will not get federal funded money already in Florida. But you can study other cultures like Hispanic culture, and you can get all the money, but not black history culture, which they call critical race theory. Okay, so let's be clear. It's not just HBCUs. It's a lot of different. I think it's all colleges because this is he's over the federal government. I think it's going to be federal. Okay. Ronnie Q, why they are going to use trans gay sex education in school as a catch when they start attacking Black history in schools? Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Okay, but this is why it is so important for parents to teach their kids at home the raw truth about themselves, racism, etc., etc. You are exactly right. A real word. Did I say a wrong word? A real word? I probably did. Sadly, unicorn Negroes don't surprise me. It was a slave who snitched on Nat Turner. I let my people go. Yeah, your state board. Uh, Your state board of education controls, certifies, and accreditates your school districts. Trump just elected a Fox News host as the Secretary of Defense. Yeah, we talked about that, and we showed the resume that the current Secretary of Defense has, and how he worked his way up through the armed services, and all of the stuff that he's been in control of, and we showed that we compared and contrasted with the re- with the resume that this current Fox News host has, and he's been there with Fox News for 10 years, and this, so he was in the service. I let you guys see that he says that people could be a certain percent disabled, but your duty as a serviceman is to serve your country, love your country, and when you get out of the service, go ahead and continue on with your life. He said he could be considered 50% disabled himself because of a tweak in his back, something with your ankle, a tweak in your back. So he tried to be, make small the things that could actually qualify you to get your service disability. But I'm not going to apply for that. I'm just going to go on and continue my life. Some people can't go on and continue their life, so that lets you know that it's going to be hard for servicemen coming back who are hurt and injured to even get the disability that they are owed. And some of them who are already on disability could possibly lose their rating, their percent rating of disability. So let's keep that clear, because they're trying to cost cut. That's what, yeah. Yes, they're about to get rid of all of the generals and replace them with Trump loyalists. See, that, and doesn't Project 2025 tell you that they are going to break down all of these government agencies and replace them with Trump loyalists? Did you not hear me read? Did you not hear me drop links of other people explaining? Yes, you are exactly right, Shady Boots. And they're going to use a panel of non-military people who will decide which of these generals that they're going to get rid of. It's not based on any type of uh, uh, poor job performance or putting someone in there who you feel is better. No, it's about putting a Trump loyalist in that position. Yep. Yes, he is. So, okay. So a lot of people are having dismay. They said that things are being Googled at a mass rate. Are tariffs good or bad? You should have known that before you voted, because now people are having remorse, buyer's remorse, that have voted for Trump. I had a clip up earlier about this guy who said that I'm glad that they're getting rid of Obamacare because I'm out of work and something something something, and I like the Affordable Care Act and what it gives me, not knowing that the Affordable Care Act is Obamacare. Just the name Obamacare has some of these yokels in such a fit. He said that's why he was voting for Trump, because he's getting rid of Obamacare and he's out of work and yada yada yada. He likes the Affordable Care Act better. And Trump says that he's going to also replace Obamacare with something else. Dummies. A lot of there's been a mass Google searches for tariffs, Obamacare, and the Affordable Care Act. So now these people want information. Now they're panicking because they realize they have voted against their own interest, things that they need and want. So make that make sense. Trump made a statement about Hitler's beliefs about loyalty. Hitler, uh, the day after the elections. I'm not surprised. They have already recruited and vetted the new staff members. It's been in the works for the past 5 years. Trust. Yes, means Cornbread. I also played you a training tape. They have already. It's sort of like a de facto Trump University, where they are putting these loyalists that they want to immediately replace all of these civil servants' jobs that they are going to get rid of. These people have already been trained in everything. I showed you. I had a video of this one lady who was talking about being a part of the retraining for the new conservative government. See, they want to make it sound cute. No, we're just making sure that we have everything in place to be prepared for the conservative government. Okay. The stock, excuse me, hold on. The stock market has been going up because they know that Trump is about to give rich people another round of tax cuts. But the stock market, let's be specific. The stock market hit a all-time high and hadn't been several times prior to the elections as well. Oh God. Listen, don't fuck with me, beans and corn, shady boots. Shady boots, do not fuck with me, please. He's going he's gonna give him something though. I'm not saying you're lying. I am not. Are you trying to? I would ask you if you're trying to be funny, but unfortunately, I don't even think you're trying to be funny. Oh, it's all to affect all colleges and it's to affect all colleges and yes, all colleges and universities, not just HBCUs. They are trying to hide the fact that we black peoples were the beginning of everything. Yes, they are. And the nation where we black people come from is not a Asian nation with all the every wealth and rich that comes from the nation that we come from that is now being pillaged by China and all of these other different nations. So they don't want you to know any of that. Sad Hispanics and Asian think that aftermarket action only applies to black people. They don't realize that the civil rights movement helped them too. Exactly. My grandparents are part of the Black Panther Party. Man, it was so fun seeing my grandma trying to comb out the specks in her hair. She lost at the top of her head where he once had an afro. Okay. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. Okay. I think I like Shady Bonnet. I see you, fam. I thought the Shady, and the things that Shady Bonnet is dropping, it's just like you would think that no, you're joking, but unfortunately, uh, yeah. Okay, so let's see what else. Hey, Corio. Thank you, Corio. I appreciate you being here. I understand. Somebody may be like, "Hey, uh, remember me? I'm sitting by the door." Thank you. I appreciate all your help. Emrene Yusio, Connie Chung Black, Grand Rising. Hi, Ronnie Hugh and Chad. I'm still troubled by this election, but I'm organizing in my community. Uh, if this election hasn't shown you that racism and sexism still exists in this country, I've got some swap land that I want to sell you. I want to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge if that if that hasn't cleared up this situation. Okay, so Ronnie Q, I remember a few years ago when that pastor stumbled into the land of those original people trying to preach the word and got tore up. I don't remember that. When Trump returns half of the government jobs back to the states, I will sit back and say, that's what you get. That's what you get. Shady Bonnet is on our wavelength. Yes, most definitely. It's unfortunate that it's just unfortunate that okay. You see, all of this stuff is going on. All of this stuff is going on. It was predicted, it was told to you that this stuff would be going on. And now it's actually going on. And you still don't have people out here understanding what is about to happen to them. You still have people engulfed in bullshit. And all of this stuff is really happening. Hey Lena, how you doing? Of course, you know, I already see James. I saw James early on when we first started talking about that. Good morning to my Bessie Beans and Cornbread. It's just a lot. So we're going to come back on tomorrow. And I thank you, Shady Boots, for participating in the conversation and giving me some information that I'm definitely going to look up for tomorrow. But it's a lot, and people don't seem like they are getting prepared or anything. Ronnie Hugh, when the Department of Education is demolished, those parents whose kids have IEPs are going to be in trouble, as it is a federal mandated program. Now it's up to your state to handle. Yes, they also were saying, what other department? Even outside of the Department of Education, is going to have an effect on children who depend on IEPs. I definitely, those IEPs are very important to a whole lot of parents out here. So it is what it is. They sat on their ass smoking blunts, and they sit on their ass trying to be a special unicorn Negroes who don't. You Negroes don't understand. You Negroes only care because you must be on government assistance. No, dumb bitches. No, dumb bitches. Because I care about the dismantling of the fucking government for loyalists to be up in there, and 70% of government jobs being done away with. You think that that's why I care? Because you're a dummy that want to sit up here and pretend that you're smart, but you're actually a whole idiot. Everybody who gives a fuck about what's going down the pipe is not on no fucking government assistance. But you're stupid. And you think you're smart, but you're stupid. Anyway, I gotta go. Please subscribe to the channel. I come on every day at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 7 a.m. Eastern Time. You can go back through some of my lives. I've been heavily talking about the election before and after the election. Heavy on it. I've dropped a lot of links. Go through the chat. You see the links that I've dropped in the chat. And yeah, we've been talking about it. Thank you for coming over, James. And I appreciate everybody who stayed with me through the chat. And I hope you guys have a great day as well. Can we do a special show on why states' rights is bad if you live in a red state? And you see how many red states they were during this election cycle? Yes, we can do. We can actually do. You know. Education is already under states' rights, and you know that under states' right, uh, your child doesn't even have to be educated at all. They can actually give nothing to education or require your child to go to school. They can just shut down schools under states' rights. Do you understand that? Are you guys? Do you guys know that the state is not obligated to educate your child at all? So what if they start doing that under states' right? They want to get dismantled the Department of Education, but what if your state said, "Hey, we're not responsible for educating your child at all," and that is absolutely true. Did you know that? Did you know that? Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Uh, in my state, they just took To Kill a Mockingbird out of school libraries. They have taken so many. We, I've talked about that. It's just they have taken the book "Are You There, God It's Me, Margaret" out of schools. They have taken so many books out of school. They're too provocative. They support the LGBTQ agenda and things that has nothing to do with anything. And some people who are not even educators are given the task to have the authority to say which books can and cannot be in our schools. Loyalists. This has been going on a long time, but I gotta run. Uh, your child can also advocate for himself and totally exclude you and your influence as a parent. Wow. Take care, everyone. Again, a great show. Maybe that's what they want for us to be uneducated, dependent on them, slavery all over again. Exactly. And you're not going to be able to depend on them unless you, what, put in some work. Yeah, exactly. And they're going to give you some subpar, ghetto ass housing to live in. It's just the writing's on the wall, in my opinion. So that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate everybody who participated in this conversation. I think that we need to have more of these conversations because it's a lot of scary stuff going on, and there are some congressmen and senators who are trying to put some things in play to try to circumvent these things that are coming down the pipe, but I don't know how successful they will be since they have won the White House, the House, and the Senate. So I don't know how successful they will be, but I will talk about those things that they're trying to do to circumvent a lot of this stuff that's going on. Even the governor of California has you know listen. We'll talk tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Strictly Platinum, for being here. I appreciate you guys for coming out. I mean, Ronnie Hugh, this live can be broken down into other ones for us to discuss. Yes, it can. We can discuss one issue at a time in its entirety. Because right now, like, yeah, we can definitely do that, beans and cornbread, and I think I will. One issue at a time in its entirety, and the effects that it is really going to have on people and how they are living their lives, as far as job losses, as far as funding, and how it's going to hurt your pocket. A lot of this stuff people don't understand. Okay. Uh, my stress is when Trump abolishes so many federal departments, it's going to take decades to get them back in place. Yes, please smash the like button. Breaking down Project 2025 will be fire. Exactly. All right. I appreciate you guys for coming out. A viewer's view. Hey, a viewer's view. I really appreciate you guys because we need to have these conversations more often. And thank you for coming out. God bless you. And I hope you guys have a great day. All right, I'm out of here.
They are rare and they are few. Who can compare with Ronnie Q? So grab a chair, she's coming through. She's on the air. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q. It's time for Ronnie in the morning while I'm driving. Ronnie Q. I really come alive when it's time for Ronnie Q. I listen to my Ronnie. Ronnie. I listen to my Ronnie. It's time for Ronnie Q.